Okay, good morning, good morning. Hey, the Mall of America looking extra special for Memorial Day, decked out in the red, white, and blue. There will be observances of Memorial Day taking place here all this weekend, including this ceremony that is going to take place at 8 o'clock this morning and be on display throughout the weekend. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this with Captain Terrence Robertson Captain Robertson of the Minnesota National Guard. Tell us a little bit more about this table and what the objects that we see on this table represent, Captain Robertson.
Absolutely. So everything that's on the table has some form of symbology. And the table itself is small, which represents the frailty of one single service member. The tablecloth that's laid over the table signifies the purity of the intentions of the service members when they answered our nation's call to arms. There's a single red rose that's placed in the base, which represents the blood that's been shed by those that have gone missing or been killed in action. And then around the base, there's a single red ribbon that's tied, which represents the love for our country, which inspired many of the service members to join. There's a candle that will be lit during the ceremony that represents the hope that we still have for those that are missing in action, that they'll return home and they have a light to guide them home. The single plate that's on the table has a slice of lemon, which reminds us of the bitter fate of those that have fallen. The salt that's spilled on the plate signifies the tears of the family members for those that have fallen in service to our nation. There's a single glass that's inverted that represents the fact that they cannot be here to share a toast with us. And then the chair that is at the table is empty, signifying that they are not here with us today.
What I love about this is the simplicity of it. This isn't a parade, it's not a 21 gun salute, but there's so much power in these simple symbols that we're looking at in front of us here.
Absolutely.
You'll be part of the ceremony at 8 o'clock this morning?
Yes, sir.
And people who might be seeing this now are certainly welcome to come out and be part of this special Memorial Day weekend observance. Our own Julie Nelson will be hosting this ceremony, taking place at 8 o'clock this morning. And if you can't come out here this morning to be part of this, we will be Facebook Living the ceremony on the KARE 11 Facebook page. Captain Robertson, I want to thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And wish all veterans and their families a very special and honorable Memorial Day weekend.